So I finally bought Netflix, and I started watching the last season of Dexter because I haven't got to see it yet. And I was very disappointed with the ending, just like everyone else was. I was just many, many months late. So Colton and me were talking about it, and he said the funniest things, and it started getting my brain going, and I wanted to do it. He said, it seems like they just were blindfolded and drew words out of a hat and tried to arrange them in the most coherent ending. I was like, you know what? It gave me an idea, and this is what I pictured that going like. Alright, so everyone, draw a word out of the hat. I got Hannah. Were there names in here?
I got brain.
I got suicide. How's that fit? Alright, is that everyone? Now I got lumberjack. Who the hell put lumberjack in this hat? How the hell are we going to fit lumberjack into this? Now we'll just stick it at the end somewhere. So that's how I pictured that going. I realized I haven't videoed myself on my phone in a little while. So I'm going to switch it over and try my phone instead of my computer all the time. But I'm just walking down here in the down corridors in the storage. I come here a lot just because it's out of the way, gets away from people. It's too cold to go outside anymore. And too dark. It gets dark. I get out at 5. It's already dark by then. Because with the hour change, it's 6 o'clock, right? So it kind of sucks. I can't really go out anymore. But, I come down here to get away from people. Just walk up and down, talk to myself like I usually do. And I've done a little parkour down here, just because there's railings. So I do a little bit here and there, but I don't do too much. The simulator's actually down here too. I don't think you guys have seen that. I couldn't video inside the simulator. The simulator's just down in that hallway. Man, fuck security. Because of this stupid threat and whatnot, these tightened our security and shit. And that's just a piss off, because like I just showed you the video, I was kind of wandering around. They fucking sent a commissioner to check up on me. They're like, yeah, we saw you in the cameras kind of wandering around, just making sure you weren't up to anything. I'm like, I'm not allowed to walk? Like, I was literally just walking around the campus. That's suspicious activity. I'm not allowed to do that. I wander. That's what I do. Like, shit. I like to wander. You guys know me. I walk around. I just kind of lose myself. Now I'm not even allowed to do that. Ugh. I'm back in Halifax this weekend. I'm here. What's up, Colt?
I see how it is. You're filling time with just footage of just shit all.
Okay, shut up. I didn't do much this week, okay? So yeah, I'm filling. It's not gonna be that long of a vlog. I didn't do too much. And I'm spending this weekend just kind of relaxing, get away from the college. I got tests coming up this week, next week, so I'm just my last relaxing weekend. It's been a rather interesting week. One thing that was really funny is I saw a squirrel up on a microphone. It was one of the, like a PA speaker, but it wasn't a box speaker. It was looked like a megaphone sticking out, and perched on top of it, it was a squirrel. He's just sitting there. He freaking even chirped at us while we were going by, almost like he was like, "Stay away from my cone." I don't know. I found it funny. Nick found it funny. So, now, I promise that I won't be doing every 2 weeks. I'm gonna do every week. It's just when I go to Halifax, I can't upload. Can't upload and go to Halifax. So, the weekends that I go to Halifax, yes, there won't be a video. But the weekends I do not, there'll be a video. I promise. And if not, I'll warn you beforehand. We were sitting at the lunch table the other day, and Aaron came over and I sat down. And Aaron, we were talking about something, and we got on the topic of women. And somehow it got onto not all women are like Carla. And Carla is a very athletic, macho woman. And he starts going on. He's like, yeah, making us all look like pussies. He's like, thank God not all women are fucking more manly than us. And, he's like, I do squats every day, and I do CrossFit. And the second time I do CrossFit, I grew a penis, and just really making fun of her a lot. And it was all in good fun, right? So we're laughing and funny. And the funniest thing happens. Carla walks over. She walks over and sits down, but Aaron doesn't stop. But Aaron, he's smart, right? He doesn't stop, because then it causes suspicion on what you're talking about. He doesn't stop. He keeps going, except instead of saying Carla, he just says CrossFit. And that's what he keeps doing. And he keeps doing it and making fun of people. Carla starts laughing. It was me, Joe, and Nick. We're all sitting around. We lose our shit. Not at Aaron, because the fact that Carla is laughing at Aaron making fun of her and she doesn't even know it is freaking hilarious. We could not stop laughing. So in the archery club, we started actually marking our points. And I need improvement. Granted, it was a bad day, just shooting wise. Usually I do a little bit better, but even so, I really need to get a lot better, because I did absolute shit. I only did once where I hit all 3 targets. Usually, granted, the targets are only, I'm not even joking or exaggerating, they're only about that big. So they're small targets, but what happens is there's 3 of them in the line, and you shoot your first arrow, second arrow, third arrow, 1 for each target, and then you mark your points. And yeah, I wasn't doing very well. Yet everyone still thinks I'm amazing, which is funny because Sebastian was doing a lot better than I was. While I was back in Halifax, Peter lent me this game. Rogue Galaxies for the PS2. Yes, it's an old game, but it is amazing. You're a space pirate, and you go through the galaxy, and you start off, you're looking for treasure, and then you get roped into this whole thing with political emperors, and it's a really good game. It's space age technology, right? So you got some wicked guns, but you use pistols and a sword. I love it. Right? You got swords and a pistol, and every one of the characters you can use has different weapons. One has a bow and a hatchet. She's a First Nations warrior, so she doesn't use any technology. Then there's one guy, he has a rocket launcher and a pistol. One of them's a robot, so he just has clawed hands and then grenades strapped to his back. Another guy uses swords and throwing stars. But it's a really good game. The plot is amazing, and even the gameplay is really good. It's fun. And there's also a side thing. It's called the Insectron Tournament, and you're given a trap. And if you go into the wilderness, you can plant your trap, and if you catch a bug, you can then use the bugs and fight in the tournament. It's pretty cool. I'm starting to do it now. I was just doing the story, but now I was shit. Because I'm really good in games of getting farther than I should, given my level, because I'm very strategic. When I fight, I go in with a strategy and I follow a plan when I fight, so I get a lot farther than I'm supposed to, because if I go online to certain bosses that I'm fighting, and it's recommended level 34, and I'm I'm 28 and I still beat them because I strategize, right? I don't just go in and run. Plus, I have a lot of items with me. I buy a shit ton of items. I have healing potions of the yin yang. So that helps a little bit. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's a good game. It's taking up a lot of my time, a lot of my free time. I'm not sacrificing anything to school to it, but it's good to keep me distracted. So that way I'm not sitting lonely at my computer all night. I gotta say, I'm a little pissed off right now. Last night I was DD. Cole came to my room and knocked on my door, and he's like, "Yo, a couple of us want to go down to Steel City. I'm wondering if you want to drive, be DD." I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Whatever, no big deal." Right? I was studying, but I'm like, "Yeah, give me a good break." So I drive them out. I pull over a couple stops because I want to pick stuff up, and then drop them off. And they were saying how the doors might be closed, right? So I dropped them off, and as I was pulling out, I was like, "Well, I really shouldn't leave them there in case they can't get in. If the doors are shut, I'm gonna leave them there." So I park, I walk back. They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I want to make sure you guys get in before I take off." Right? And they're like, "Oh my god, that's so nice. Jesus Christ, it's your way, and blah, 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 blah." So anyways, I hang around, they get in, so I take off, go back to college, go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, walk downstairs. They got fucking plates all over the common room. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, "Oh, we just had crepes." I was like, "Really?" I'm right upstairs. You couldn't even give me an invite. I have to, this happens all the fucking time. I've been DD now quite a few times. No one fucking cares. You think they try to do something, you know. It's, oh, thank you, man, we owe you some. But they won't even fucking invite me when they're making food downstairs. They're literally right downstairs. I am right above them. And they don't even have the courtesy to fucking invite me. Pisses me off. And it's not like I'm not welcome, because I've been there before. Like, when they made stuff, I've been part of that. But they don't fucking invite me anymore. It pisses me off. Anyways, so that's all I got for these 2 weeks. I promised to upload on time. I'm not going to be going back to Halifax now for a little while. 1, because I got a lot of tests coming up. 2, I want to save some money. I always end up spending money when I go to Halifax, so I want to save a little bit of money. But I'll try to get back, you know, maybe beginning of December or something like that. Alright, see you guys next week.